So let's do Hunter first because we haven't seen Hunter yet. I do know Sylvanas, Wood, preferably Oak. We know this card does seem good, so like that. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say about that card. I've talked about it 8 years. I'm not start the YouTube stream. No, what am I gonna do? No, it's live. Hi YouTube, hello. Hey, if you're watching this on the second channel, make sure you like and subscribe, you bitch. That was a little aggressive. That was a little aggressive. Okay, anyways. All right, let's see what we got. King Maluk. Malik? Maluk sounds better. I don't know. 4 mana, 5/6. Battle card, discard your hand, get an infinite banana. Man solving world hunger just like that. Infinite banana. 1 mana gives a minion +1/+1 that stays in your hand. Oh, banana. You're so right. Dude, that should have been the freaking flavor text. I think Donkey Kong came out too late for them to change. I mean, they can always change it. Okay, is that good? Do I care about this? Whatever. I don't know if I really care about the banana. I mean, maybe in some cases when you're doing literally nothing else, it's nice to just have this banana to just kind of pump it up. But I'm gonna go with like I don't really care about the banana. But I mean, that's without seeing the rest of the set for Hunter, right? So I mean, Leonardo, even if that's the case, it doesn't matter. It's still not a card I really care about. You're never really happy to play the banana. That's the problem. And then it's like, if I'm spending my turn playing the banana, I'm probably not winning that game, right? So that's pretty much it. Low Walker Cho plus banana equals legend. Wait, you're actually making a case here. Isn't he in standard? You fill your opponent's hand up with just bananas, and then they fucking cry. And then they can never play another card. I don't know. I'm not that happy about that card. It seems whatever. Pass Silver Moon, 4 mana, deal 5 damage to a random enemy minion. 4 mana for present, deal 5 damage. It's the same card, but deal 5 damage to a random enemy minion. Excess hits the enemy hero. Okay. Deal 5 damage to the lowest health enemy. Excess to the lowest health enemy minion. What the fuck is this? Yeah, buddy, nobody's visiting Silver Moon. That is the worst fucking card I think I've seen in a hot minute. What is this card? It also has nothing to do with the banana, bro. What the hell, man? That seems so bad. Qualdore. Fletcher, 1 mana, 1/3. Your hero power costs 0. Well, your hand has 3 or less cards in hand. See, like that's kind of my problem though, is why am I running this card? I discard my hand, but then I'm keeping 1 card in my hand for the rest of the game. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even think this is that good. A 1 mana 1/3 is always like pushes an archetype though. But I mean, we're gonna need more payoffs than this, to be honest with you. Ugh, God, I just hate it. Anyways, I'm not like a big Hunter player, but whatever. Precise Shot, 2 mana, deal 3 damage. If this is exactly in the center of your hand, deal 5 instead. What's the opposite of outcast? Incast? What are we doing here? See, it's funny because if this card is like, if there's no other card in your hand, if there's no other card in your hand, is it the center of your hand? I'm gonna go with yes, because if it's not the case, this card's awful. I just can't imagine this card's playable, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Maybe there is actually. 2 mana deal 5 is kind of insane. It has to be the same amount of cards on both sides. What if my concede button is in the center, Alex? What do you think about that? I think should this card also deal 5? Like, what if we? No, like you're right. Dude, like this monkey makes no fucking sense in this archetype. I'm gonna be honest. The monkey makes no sense. It's like you want to, I guess in theory, you want to discard your hand. But then if you get the banana and this is your top deck card, this card's fucking buns. Like I just. Anyways. Wormhole, 3 mana, rewind, summon a random 3-cost beast that attacks a random enemy. I feel like it's not worth going through the possible beasts here, but Worm stores cruelty free from Gigantic Sam's bait shop. Can go face. Can this also hit the concede button? I think it's boo, boys. I think Hunter looks awful this set. What the hell? Epoch Stalker, 6 mana, 3/4 rush, elusive, battlecry, summon a copy of this. Bro, I can't even put the banana on the card, man. What is the point of this? I can't get over this banana. Is there even hand buff in Hunter currently? There, I guess there kind of is, yeah. Put the banana in the bag. Okay. I mean, that's kind of I would love to hear the thought process behind the banana. I just don't understand. But that I don't think that card's very playable. Ticking Time Bomb, 2 mana, 1/1 death rattle, destroy a random enemy minion. Okay, so this one actually has some reason that we can talk about this one. We used to play a 3 mana 2/2 with Magnetic, and that card was actually okay. Am I okay running a 2 mana 1/1 that destroys a random enemy minion? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. It's not bad. Kind of annoying. And like your opponent has to kind of think about it for a little bit, but it's kind of just whatever. I think what made Spider Bomb so good was the fact that you could do the death rattle on it and it was magnetic. Probably not playable too. Untimely Death, 2 mana, secret, when a friendly minion dies the turn after being played, resummon it. When a friendly minion dies the turn after being played, resummon it. Okay, can we...
Rarran. Well, slap my booty and call me a punch buggy. Boy howdy, I really love card reviews. This new expansion is giving me a stiff suspension, if you catch my drift.
I get what you're saying.
It really gets my sprockets sprung beyond belief. Last time I saw something like this was Megatron getting his oil changed by a low rider with chrome spinners. He had to get his dipstick checked after that because his Checkle engine light came on. Dirty clanker, till all are one.
Alright, okay, anyways. Alright, chat, semantic, thank you, Abe. Semantic question on this card. What does the turn after mean? I know that sounds stupid, but like, does that mean when I play my card and then I pass the turn, is that the turn after? Like, my opponent is the turn after, right? During your opponent's turn. Okay, so Alex, can I ask you a follow-up question since you're here? If the card doesn't die on my opponent's turn, does this secret do anything if there's no other minion played? Like, does it have to be the turn right after? It does. Oh no. Wouldn't trigger. Alex, I mean, like, let's say, okay, goes to my opponent's turn, right? They don't kill it. It comes back to my turn, right? If that's the only minion on my board, right, and it goes back to my opponent's turn, would this not proc because it's not the turn after? I'd have to wait till I play another minion is basically what I'm asking. Oh, I don't like that design. I mean, it's really good if your opponent kills it, depending on what you play, of course. You can kind of force them to put this in a very weird spot. This one might be like low-key very good. It's just kind of annoying. Because if you don't kill it, you're sad. If you do kill it and this procs up, you're even more sad. And some minions are just good enough for your opponent has to kill it and you're kind of okay with it. This one actually has, I think this is good. I think this actually has potential. The only problem with it is it's 2 mana. How does this card interact with Mad Scientist? Does the secret have to be on board for that to proc, or does the Mad Scientist proc itself? I guess the Death Rattle would proc the secret after. So I guess the Scientist would not come back, so that's waiting for the next one. Yeah, that's probably what's happened. Okay, interesting card. I actually think this one kind of has potential. I'm kind of for it. Okay, so that's Hunter. I mean, guys, I'm gonna just say it. I think Hunter looks really bad. I think the only card is the Quest. I just don't understand the point of this card when I think about the rest of the set. I just don't understand. Like, I think the card is interesting, but am I really gonna discard cards for a +1/+1? Okay, maybe in 2016 Hearthstone, like, but the saving grace for Hunter here is that this card actually looks pretty great. So we got that. But other than that, I mean, are we even, like, do I even care about anything here? I don't think so. Infinite +1/+1. I mean, +1/+1 the concede button at that point, no? Like, I just feel like it's so bad. If there's like some synergy I'm just not thinking about, maybe that's the case. I just feel like that is just, anyways, I'm hoping this ends up being good, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, let's go to Druid. Krona, Keeper of Eons, 6 mana, 4/7 taunt, battlecry. Set the cost of the bottom 5 cards of your deck to 1. Wait. We had a card in the neutral set that reverses your deck, right? Hold on. Hold. I may not remember what I did yesterday, but I do remember that card existing. Hold on. Hold. What was it called? I know it's here. I'm gonna find it. Right there, baby. Reverse the order of your deck. Holy. Hey. That's kind of heat. That's kind of heat. Hearthstone decided not to give Druid like any ramp this year, as far as I'm aware, unless it's in this set. So this actually might be like a decent. Wait though, but like no, we're fine. I was thinking about low could be an issue. This might have potential. Hold on, I gotta see the rest of the set. Might have potential. I could see it. Also, who the hell is Krona? What is that thing? Looks kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie to you. Kind of looks like a Marvel villain. Wave Shaping, 1 mana, discover a card from your deck, the others get put on the bottom. Dude, this card slaps. Oh my god, imagine if Aquatic Form was in this game. That card's sick. I like this card. I understand the synergy with this, but I think on its own, I think this is a very, very good card. That seems good. Probably pretty good in Wild. This is Dredge, basically. Well, it's not Dredge. No, it's because Dredge looks like at the bottom 3 cards of your deck. This picks 3 cards and then puts the 2 at the bottom of your deck, which is actually very relevant because of this decision. I kind of like it a lot. I think that's a very good card. I think that's really interesting. Contingency, 3 mana, draw the bottom 2 cards of your deck. See, like, really cool card, to be honest. And then, like, it's like okay. The synergy from Druid in the first 3 cards is just so funny when we consider what I just saw from Hunter. Like, what synergy did Hunter have? They're just a bunch of fucking cards. Like, but now it's like we're putting it together, man. That seems so sick. Okay, cool. I'm a really big fan of all 3 cards. I mean, this one's easy to just talk about because it's just 3 mana draw 2. And like, yeah, that may not be great, but when you consider what you could do and this, like, I feel like that is amazing. Kaldori Cultivator, 3 mana, 3/4 battle card. Discover 2 beasts, put them on the bottom of your deck with +5/+5. 2 beasts, and you discover them. Potentially very interesting. Has to be from your class. So I don't know what beast Druid sorry, I should say neutral and Druid, but even in like arena, this card seems just good. You can get Wild Gods. What's the Wild God for Druid? I can't even remember what it is. The Beast and you'll see later. What Wild God did Druid get? Not a beast? Not a beast. Cenarius. Yeah, but Lauren count. I don't know. Seems fun. Dark Gift with 4/5 thing. Well, here's the thing. Creature of Madness is arguably a better card because Creature of Madness goes 2 mana into top decking the card into it, right? And like you want those stats now because the stats are more relevant in the early game. Like +4/+5 is way better in turn 3 than it is like potentially like turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, whenever you're drawing this. So the Dark Gift is potentially better, but that's also why, I mean, the Dark Gift is better, I should say, but that's also why it's not a consistent effect. But we'll see what this has because this card has potential to be good. I think in arena, it's fine. Lady Ashara. I made a 5/5 Fable. Choose one. Empower Zin Ashari or the Well of Eternity. Okay, so what do we got here? Well of Eternity is a 4 mana. Fill your hand with random temporary spells for 3. Okay. Zin Ashari is 4 mana. Summon a copy of a friendly minion. Okay. Wait, sorry, this wait, hold on. Whoa. You just want to empower those. Oh. Okay. So that's just like the spell. I was like, why is there multi? Okay. These are what the spells are. Okay. So if you empower the Well of Eternity, it becomes fill your hand with random temporary spells they cast twice. Random temporary spell. It's like Sunwell, it could be any spell. Fangel interaction for this both are going to be empowered, but neither will be destroyed. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Summon a copy of a friendly minion with its stats doubled. So, I mean, guys, I'm going to be honest here. Like, I'm pretty confident you don't really care about the Well of Eternity. I think you pick this if you're in like dire circumstances. I mean, is there ever a reality where we're not picking this one? And the good thing about this is like, this is just, if this is not in your hand, this is one less card in your deck, which means you're more likely to draw this. Sorry, you're more likely to draw this, which means if that's in your hand, like you're chilling. This card seems so good. I mean, yeah, it's like a lease, but you get exactly what you want. Now, the only consideration here is that this is 4 mana, and you can get a 1 cost to just summon a 1/1 copy, which, depending on what it is, you don't really care. But a consistent effect where you destroy one of the cards that you don't care. I mean, that's probably good. It's also interesting too because it works directly with like this, because then you can copy the minion that you're drawing. Banjo, did they both get destroyed? I have no idea. The base versions exist only if you generate them with. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Card looks very good. Use carry on grab, put the 2 locations in the bag so you don't have to destroy. I mean, again, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think in most circumstances you do not care. You do not care about the Well of Eternity. I think they need to make this like 2 mana for it to even have like a real discussion here. Like, this card is like, it's actually kind of like, it's kind of in any position, like you almost feel really bad for playing it. I just feel like, I guess you could, no, I really don't see it. I really don't see it. In Hearthstone, it's like, you really want to play your good stuff. I don't really get, like, Sunwell wasn't like a very competitive card. 2 swipes go hard. I mean, there's the contingent of how good the random spell will be, but on average, like we saw from the Sunwell, like it's not as good as you're thinking. Also, doesn't this Sunwell keep the card in your hand? Or am I tripping? I actually don't remember what the Sunwell did. I just know it added a bunch of your cards from your hand. This is the failed cards location. You can play the Sunwell's base version. Yeah, but I mean, again, I don't really, you don't really care. It says 3 activates though. Right, but again, I think in the average game of Hearthstone, like you're not caring about this. This is like, see, this is like almost peak Hearthstone design. I'm gonna be honest, because this card solves 2 issues. You have a competitive card that is relevant in a game of Hearthstone, but you also have this, which is the goblin in your brain telling you to, hey, I want those infinite spells. You know, when you guys type Yogg, like play Yogg, that's what this card's for your goblin brain to type it. But I think the card's very good. I think if you need a consistent effect, like this is great. Baron, I hope you had a great weekend, man. I think it's very good. I'm a big fan of the Zenashari. All right. Endangered Dodo. 5 mana, 5/5 taunt. Battlecry, if you have 10 or less health, gain 5/5 and summon a copy of this. 10 or less health? Okay. So in a world where I'm actually 10 or less, that is on turn 5, that is a 5 mana 20/20 that has taunt. Card is very feast or famine. This Dodo looks like your twin. I mean, I don't really see it, but maybe. Hold on. I can't like do like a puzzled face, but what do you think? No offense, I kind of see it. Yeah, that doesn't help me. I mean, card's probably bad, unfortunately. But this is like one of those circumstances where it's like when you hit this, when you hit it on 5, oh my god, you're gonna feel so sick. When you hit it on turn 5, like if you ever hit this on turn 5, it's like the equivalent of smacking somebody with the. Okay, listen to me. Cat, what is that card from Ashes of Outlands that when it dies, it like you get like a 9/1? Murloc Paladin in Shambles? No, bro, you just put them at 11. And then they're fucking cheesed. Yeah, I don't see it in my personal opinion. You could make a call based on the metagame, but kind of funny. It is kind of funny. All right. Alternate reality, 2 mana, replace your hand in deck with random choose 1 cards from the past. They cost 1 less. I mean, obviously, fun card. Obviously, the gamers are gonna love it. Obviously, you know, you design cards to be fun. All right. Thanks for listening. Ebb and Flow, 2 mana, deal 3 damage if you played a minion while holding this game. Actually, hold on. Let me go back for a second. Random choose 1 cards from the past. Good is this? Normally these cards kind of suck, but choose one so specific. Druid quest with that card? Yeah, but how do you get the Druid quest? Or are you just saying in like wild you play it? I mean, it's not even that good. It's not, now that I think about it, there's not even that many you want. Hold on. Keywords. Isn't choose one like a keyword? Is choose one not a keyword on the website? What the hell? Choose one. All right, let me see what we got. What are we working with here? All right, I've already gone through enough and I think it's bad. All right, it's horrible. Never mind. It's bad. Okay, sorry. I wish I didn't go. I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it's pretty bad. All right, sorry. I've been flow 2 mana, deal 3 damage if you played a minion while holding this game 5 armor. Okay, Wrath is 2 mana, deal 3 damage, or deal 1 and draw a card. This is I have to play a minion and then it gives me 5 armor. I guess Bash is the better comparison, right? If you do play a minion, then yeah, you do get it better and more. Probably not bad. This is insane in Alanisk Druid. I don't know if you really need it, do you? New idea, playing every deck that changes my entire deck for each class. That could work. The problem is you have to draw the cards. So we'll see. I mean, it's probably fine. You could definitely play this. It's not weak. Problem is though, and it makes your dodo worse because then you're getting armor. And we all know dodo is like the key here, no? Yeah, it seems fine. I'm not like losing my mind about it, but it seems fine. Druid of Regrowth, 6 mana, 3/5 rewind. Battle card casts 2 random nature spells. On average, this is like horrible, so we're never playing this. Rewind's fine though. Good addition of the rewind mechanic. Yeah, it's pretty garbage. Like you're never playing this. Highborn Mentor, 8 mana, 6/6 battle cry. Get a 2/2 pupil. Discover a spell that costs 7 or more from the past to teach it. Let's put these guys in the past, man. We're in the fight. It's the future, bro. School Teacher was really good. You can only get Druid spells from this. I guess technically you can get the Sunwell. It's the Time Traveler expansion. All right, how about we time travel before you write that comment? You write something else instead. Thoughts? What? The 7 mana pool for Druid's good. I mean, listen, I'm sure it is. But you're playing an 8 mana 6/6. And you're also playing an 8 mana 6/6 in Druid. I guess if you make it cost 1, then you don't feel as bad. There's some really bad ones. Always Ultimate Infestation. But Ultimate Infestation, like, okay, chat, be honest with me. Would you play Ultimate Infestation in today's day and age? Yes? I'm not paying 10 mana for that bitch. Are you insane? I would play it on my grandma. I think you guys are nostalgia and thinking that it's like insane. You know what card I'm really thinking about is what's the one from Skullman's Academy that gave all your minions +4/+4? I actually think that card would be fire. I think that card has real potential. Because then your pupil becomes a 6/6, and I think that's infinitely better. Yeah, it's Survival of the Fittest, yeah. I don't think we're playing Ultimate Infestation. I think, what an interesting card, to be honest. Kind of like almost filler, but you kind of want to test the waters here. Could be good. Celestial Alignment's in there too. Yeah, but you don't have Nourish. Nourish is what really made Celestial Alignment actually like a decent card. But I mean, it could have potential. Okay, that's Druid. How do I feel about Druid? Was that all the cards? I mean, Druid's got sauce this expansion. I'll be honest. I think Druid looks good. I think these 3 cards alone make Druid like a decent thing, and I think Lady Ashara also looks very good. And so does Ebb and Flow. Dodo's funny, but I don't know if it's great. Way better than Hunter, though. I'll tell you what. But let's go to Shaman. Let's see what's popping in Shaman. Farsi, whoa, me when I play this card. 4 mana 2/6 elusive. After you cast a spell, discover a nature spell from the past. I think you guys could probably make this like 2 mana, and I think it'd be fine. This is a is Lightning Bloom from the past? Yeah, it is, but it's not. Dude, there's so like, bro, there are so many nature spells in Shaman. There are so many. Now, in the world where you get unlimited Lightning Blooms, like in theory, you can go Lightning bloom, lightning bolt, lightning bloom, lightning bolt, like all the way down, right? That's funny. Maybe maybe I'm giving this card a little bit too much grief for what it is, because maybe it's not that bad. Okay, let me think about this from Lyra. Lyra was 5 mana. I think maybe it was 4 mana, but I think they buffed it for the other set. But 5 mana after you cast a pre-spell. After you cast a spell, get a pre-spell in your hand. The reason that was good was because you had the mana cheating from it. I can't see this being good. I'm so sorry. Whoa. Maybe in some reality. Also, what is this, a panda? Panda expansion coming up? Maybe. Oh, not, but okay, I've seen this card. I think this card is hot. Okay, I think this card is disgustingly good. Let me go through it. 5 mana 3/5 Fabled Rush Battlecry. Bring the High King's Hammer to me. Death Rattle, add it to your hand. All right. The High King's Hammer is a 6 mana 3/4 win for your Death Rattle. Shuffle this into your deck with +2 attack permanently. Then you also have Avatar Form. Airbenders, you know what I'm saying? 3 mana, give a friendly character +2 attack, and after this attack, deal 2 damage to all enemies this turn. Okay. When you play this, if this is not in your hand, this legitimately just becomes a 5 mana 6/6 with Wind Fury and Rush. Okay. And then when it dies, you get this weapon. That's pretty gross. That card on its own is just good. Okay. And then on top of that, this is a win condition in itself, which is great. And then on top of that, you get this. And I think this spell is gross. Best case scenario is you don't draw this card. You play this on 5, you draw it. And then you on turn 6, you play this. Like, a card is gross. Card is gross. I think this is like maybe the best card we've seen. Maybe. What did I put before as the best card we've seen? Oh, it was the Paladin one. I really like the Paladin. Yeah. The card's very good. You can play the 6 mana Pirate. Yeah, you could. I mean, I think so. Shaman always has these weird ass cards where one of these cards is so good and the rest of them are kind of bad. And I'm thinking this might be the only playable card here. But even if this card's the only playable one, this card is good enough on its own to see play. Like, this is good. This is just a good card. You're putting this card in probably every Shaman deck. Good card. Great card. Like, I can't see a world where we're not playing this bitch. He's too good. He's too good. Love him. Love him. All right, now we go to the cards I haven't seen yet. Instant Multiverse, 6 mana, rewind, summon 12 mana worth of 2 Boulder Fist Ogres for 6 mana? Holy moly, man. How good is this? Do I ever win a game if I play this? Probably not. In Arena, it might be really good, though. I don't think in Standard you really got the time for this shit. Overload 3 is bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably not playable, but I can see it in Arena where like you want to use the rewind, but interesting. Thunderquake. 2 mana, deal 1 damage to all minions, get a Static Shock. What the hell's a Static Shock? 0 mana, deal 1 damage to a minion, give your hero +1 attack this turn. Yeah, another reason to play the freaking weapon. Weapon good. 2 mana to deal 1 damage to all minions. Priest had that spell, but it had lifesteal. That card was good. The 0 mana spell is good too. Like, reminds me of Wind Slice. The weapon's gross. Could be good. Could also be Nature for Woe. Yeah, we're not doing that. There's no way. There's no way. We're playing for this. This guy, I don't think this guy's a real card. Okay. Static Shock is a card on its own, which is good. Lightning Rod. That's my nickname for my penis. 1 mana, deal 2 damage to a friendly minion to deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. Why? Why would I do that? Read other cards first. All right, I'm gonna pronounce the first word wrong, but I'm gonna say it. Is it Nascent Bolt? Nascent Bolt? Nascent. Let's go with the first one. 3 mana, deal 5 damage to a minion. If it survives, draw 2 cards. What the fuck is that? I hate it. Primordial Overseer. 2 mana, 2/3 battlecry. If you cast a nature spell while holding this, gain +1/+1 and draw a card. Game. 2 mana with a 0 mana 1. You get 3/4 and you draw a card. Auctioneer for nature? No. No. It's not bad because it replaces a card in your hand and it's a 3/4. And like, I guess you could use the 0 cost one. I'm not losing my mind about it, to be honest. So seems fine, but I mean, ultimately it's like you're just trying to draw towards this thing. So I mean, yeah, kind of over it, to be honest. But let me see what else there is first. Stormrook, 5 mana 5/5. Whenever you would damage this with a nature spell, summon a random 5 cost minion instead. What the hell is that card, man? Why? Okay, like, and then you ask yourself, why? I guess it wouldn't die. So then what? You're paying, you have to have the 5/5 on board. You have to put the 5 damage there to draw 2 cards and you get an additional 5/5. That's so bad. That is so bad. Okay. With Lightning Rod, I guess it makes a little bit more sense. So in that case, it's like 6 mana to summon a 5/5 plus you get to summon another random 5/5 and you do 4 damage to a random enemy minion. Okay. Then you also have Static Shock, which is 5 mana. Deal 1 to yourself, get a random 5 cost minion, then gain +1 attack. I mean, that sounds fine. But I mean, we could do better than that.
Welcome to Ram Ranch Ball Hand 96.
Ball Hand. Thank you for the sub. Chat smiles in chat for the new Prime sub. Thank you. I think this card, I mean, Shaman just doesn't look good. I'm just gonna be honest. Shaman does not look good. I'm just gonna be honest. It just looks horrible. Flux Revenant, 2 mana 1/4 taunt. Whenever you would damage this with a nature spell, it gains +2/+1 instead. Bro, like, I'm just not playing this. Like, I just won't play it. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, there's no way in our Lord and Savior 2025 this is gonna work out the way they hope. Now, I mean, here's the thing. If you do have a really good hand for this, you're popping off. But then if your opponent deals that, you're crying. So that's pretty much it. I think legitimately this card on its own is makes Shaman viable, though. I think this card is good. I think you're sleeping on Shaman. No, I don't think I am. No, I don't think I am. This card, yeah. This card, good. Everything else, I mean, these two are fine because they interact with the lower card. But like, there ain't no way. I could see this one maybe. But like, just comparing it to the Druid class, which is arguably just better, I ain't playing this shit. That seems so bad. Yeah, anyways. Garona, what is this name? Half Orcian? Okay, I think that actually makes a lot of sense. Fabled, 4 mana 5/4 Battlecry. If your opponent is holding King Lane, destroy him and cut their health in half. Sorry, what? Start of game, hide from Garona in the enemy's deck. Battlecry, draw a card, shuffle this back into your deck. You win a 3/2 after your hero attacks both players, draw a legendary card. Whoa. I'm not a lore expert. That's not, I haven't played a single Warcraft game, so I don't know what the hell's happening here. That's pretty sick. Is it good though? Is the question. in the world where they draw this card, but they're always playing a 3-mana 3/3. Like it kind of reminds me of Prince Renathal, where it's like you don't want to draw this, but if you end up drawing it, then it's fine. But then the problem ends up being like your opponent has to read that this card's in their hand. Because if it's not in your hand, oh God, if it's not in your hand, you're playing a 4-mana 5/4. It gets shuffled to the battle cry. Oh, my bad. Sorry. You're right. Sorry. I thought that was the death roll to shuffle it back in their deck. I was just thinking about all the cards that do this. Okay, so you're playing 3 mana to do nothing. Okay, so in the world where it's like, yeah, I gotta think this honestly. Your opponent's at 30. You know that your opponent probably drew this card at some point in the game. You go Garona, Shadow Step Garona, Shadow Step Garona. Okay, that's 8 mana. 8 mana, they're at 30. What did I just do? That is what, 15, 8, 7, depending how it rounds down to the 3 or 4. I mean, it's cute for sure. Now, what happens if you don't have this in their hand? It only works once. He destroys them. Okay, so in my Disneyland scenario, I'm trying to think of like the Disneyland scenario here, right, to make this happen. So you get one. This card's awful. I'm sorry. I hate to say this. This card's awful. There's no way. I'm really trying to think about how I want to play this. I think this card is horrific. This card's also like the Kingslayer is so weird as well, because if your opponent has any other legendary, it's like, why would I want this? I was thinking, man, it's really cool design though. Can I be honest? Like maybe one of the most unique, if not the coolest card we've ever seen. Like that is awesome. But in the reality in Hearthstone, it's like playing a card like this doesn't feel. Wait, hold on a second. You know what's really interesting about this card? Low key, for real, is this card counts as 3 cards in your deck, right? I'm assuming. But then you actually -1 card at the start of the game. This is such a weird card. I'm -1 card in the game, but then I have Kingslayer and I have Garona. How am I happy with that? So in the world where this does 15 damage, I think you're pretty stoked. Maybe it's just good because it adds the card to your deck, to your opponent's deck. You die in a fatigue. Yo, McLovin! Smiles in chat for the Prime sub, guys. Please do it. Never had a chance to catch a live stream of my favorite Hearthstone Koth Balastro streamer. About to get married in 11 days, so YouTube has been my only way to check in. Yo, congratulations on getting married, man. That's awesome. Where was my invite? Must have got lost in the mail. It's all good. No problem. Thanks. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know how to evaluate this card. What are we thinking here? Is this card good? I literally don't know. Like it is. This card is so unique that it's really hard to evaluate it. I like the fact that you get 29 cards in your deck. I do think it's really interesting to give your opponent a bad card. I also think if you do 15 damage with this, it's great. Verona have Forsen. Oh, you're right. Your invite. You could have just said you sent one and I would have believed you. I would have trusted you. We trust each other's in this chat, right? Guys, tell me something, a secret that you've never told anyone. I'm not going to tell anybody. That's how much we trust each other, right, guys? I'll tell you a secret. I don't actually think a lot of you guys are that bad. Some of you are awful. I hate some of you so much. I won't say you, but I hate a lot of you. But, you know, some of you guys are cool. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like evaluating cards. I kind of hate all of you. Only like 5% of you guys are playable. Dude, imagine. Imagine breaking up with somebody and being like, yeah, I don't, listen, I just don't think you're playable. I don't think you're playable. Anyways, I goon to Hearthstone cards. Which one in particular? All right, anyways, cool card. Let's see what else we got. Deja Vu. 1 mana, discover a copy of a card in your opponent's hand. It costs 1 less. I mean, my wedding is gonna have a New York steak strip or strip steak and Atlantic salmon. Oh, where's your wedding? I'm coming. This is how you check for the king? Yeah, this is how you spend 1 mana and get nothing. Information in Hearthstone is so overrated. We've seen it time and time again how much it does not matter. But you could get a better card than the king. And I think that's what you're going for. I'm gonna say, dude, the rogue cards are kind of spicy. I don't think they're good, but they're spicy. I kind of like that. Speaking of spicy, by the way, Hot Ones did a collab with Popeyes. It's not mad. Hot Ones did a collab with Popeyes, and that chicken sandwich did hit. I'm gonna be honest. You don't choose the king, but you can see if he's there. Yeah, but like, you're spending a mana and this card's in your hand. Like, you guys gotta remember, this card is, you have to put it in your deck. That is 1 card that will be put into your deck. And that also means you may just get nothing of value for you, right? You gotta remember that by putting this card in your deck, you are adding this card to your deck. Does that make sense? It's kind of just whatever. I like it's just better Thought Steal. Thought Steal was not even that good, and that was 2014 Hearthstone, baby. It'll be cool. Hard to evaluate cards like this though, because it depends on the game. Royal Informant. 3 mana 2/4 battle cry. Look at the rightmost card in your opponent's hand. You get a copy of it or increased its cost by 2. See, like, again, like, card is cool. That's a unique card. It has potential. It has sauce. But the thing is like, am I really adding this card to my deck? I don't know. It's Crip. Wait, what does the flavor text say? Person wearing the crown is the king. Nice. Hey guys, let's go experiment. They should have just put forehead. Well, they added this. You make their 9 mana legendary 11 mana. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but how often is that going to happen? Cool card. Again, I have no idea how good that is. I can't wait to read the YouTube comments about telling me how shit I am at this game and why this card is so good and why it's playable and all this stuff. And then I'm going to be like, my honest noise. Shape Shifter. 1 mana, 1/1. Each turn, this is your hand. All right, so Ro got 3 cards. That's pretty sick. Big fan of that. I mean, maybe 2.5 if we really think about it. I mean, I'm going to be honest, though. I'm going to be honest here. I like the Rogue design. Really cool. Shaman's playable card is this, which is good enough to carry the class for this. So good job, Shaman. Druid looks great. I think Druid has sauce. Okay, I think Druid is just disgustingly good here. You got Krona. You got Wave Shaping. You got Contingency. And most importantly, you got the fucking Dodo. The Dodo is kind of unplayable. Chris, thanks for the raid, man. Hope you had a great stream. Don't tell me you're still playing this game. He's still playing this game. McLovin, don't distract us from the true conversation here. Where are you getting married? I'm coming. Take a seat. All right, chat. Now that we've seen, how many more classes have we got to go? Wait, when's the road cards being revealed? Hold. 8 p.m. What the fuck? We got 3 more classes, 4 more classes. How we think about this expansion on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 to 10. What are we thinking? Is it me or does standard feel more and more like Battlegrounds? I recommend you go play Battlegrounds and then we'll have a conversation because I don't think so. 11? Holy shit. Can I rewind? I get married while you're still streaming. Are you coming to my wedding? Can I stream your wedding? Would that be okay? Would that be okay? If I streamed your wedding, like if I live reacted to your wedding, what do you think? I think it could go crazy. All right, gamers. That's going to be it for the card review. That